Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a game day t-shirt. So I ordered a ton of these, as you can see, because I plan on doing several projects with the leopard. Okay, so this one is going to be a shirt that says game day. It's going to be leopard and it's going to be trimmed in black. So we're going to put the black down first and then the leopard's going to go on top. I plan on doing footballs with this. I've seen them where they're doing the helmets. I mean, there is just so many. Not even just football. I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff with this, but I absolutely love it. So whenever they have the sale, like 20% off of your total and things like that, or whether it's their printable HTV, I always snag my favorites. Here we go. Let's go ahead and trim down. I'm going to leave this one because I'm trying to make this as big as I can. So I need this to be, So I'm going to cut this at the 11-inch mark. I've told you guys before, I purchase my black and my white iron-on HTV by the big roll. So I buy it by the bulk. I'll have it linked down below. It's definitely worth it. It feels like it just lasts so much longer because I'm not having to open one after another because I go through so much black and white. So definitely check it out in the bulk. So we're ready. I'm going to make sure everything is mirrored. So the first one's going to be our everyday iron-on, and I'm going to go ahead and get that on the mat here. Alright, just like so. And I've already chose everyday iron-on. And go. Alright, so our black's done. I'm going to unload it and take it off the mat. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch to our pattern HTV. So what I'm going to do is, once again, because it's iron-on, you want to make sure and flip it upside down. But I make sure with them, they always have like this little piece down here at the bottom. I make sure it's at the bottom of the mat. So I always start with it. This is my top part, okay? I know you guys can't see my whole mat here, but when I'm loading it, the piece that has where it says the name of the pattern at the bottom. All right, so down here at the bottom, you can see that I have this part right here. Keep it at the bottom, okay, so don't get in our way. And it is a full 12 by 12 sheet. This is overlapping and hanging off the end. You can always cut it off if it's a nuisance, you know, but really, just make sure you do it that way so you don't accidentally waste. So, ready? Load. I'm gonna go ahead and change it to the pattern. All right, so I've chose pattern iron-on and go. Unload it. Alright, I'm going to shut this off and push it out of the way. And get our easy press ready to go. So it's going to be 3:15 for 30 seconds. So we're going to set the 3:15. Alright, for 30 seconds. There we go. Now, if you are using Cricut pattern iron-on, make sure that you go by the settings from, make sure you change it to the pattern iron-on, and it should be like 340 for 40 seconds, something like that. But because it has a different texture on the back. But when it comes to Expressions vinyl, they have the same texture as you would see on Cedar Easy Weed and as well as Cricut iron-on. So you're going to just use the same settings as you would with the everyday when you use the Expressions pattern, if that makes sense. But if you're using Cricut pattern, it has a different texture on the back. Definitely use their settings. So I'm going to do 3:15 for 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and weed both of these out. Go down just like this. Now today I'm going to use my 9x9 Easy Press. I know my glare is awful on here. So I'm going to be using my 9x9 Easy Press today because I know that's what a majority of you guys have, just to kind of show you guys doing it with a 9x9. I'm going to bring in our t-shirt. I've got our mat here. And I'm going to bring in my t-shirt and I'm going to do it this way. So that way I have enough room to work with, straight up and down. All right. So I'm going to bring my t-shirt up here. And the first thing I want to do is pull out any moisture. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on here for 5 seconds and go anywhere that my iron-on might be. So just do 5 seconds just to pull out any moisture. All right. That cool back down. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get my ruler up here so we can figure out where our center is. All right, so there we go on that. And we're ready for our first piece. All right, so to find the center of this, I'm not going to go by the ends. I'm going by the design. So the end of the design here as well as the end of the design here. Just like that. Find my center. I'm going to just pinch it so that way I've got a mark. And then I'm going to place that at that 9-inch mark because that's my center. Making sure this is lined up at the top. I need to get some sort of diffuser so you guys can see this better. It's awful. Alright, so I think that helps with the glare. Alright, so I'm just going to bring it over here so you guys can hopefully see. Okay, so now the day is supposed to be a little bit more Cricut over that way. It's supposed to be kind of like a silly, the way that it's kind of placed. Like I said, that day is supposed to be off. If you feel you don't want it like that, you could always center it up. But it's supposed to be kind of silly. It's supposed to be kind of a little bit off. So that's how it's supposed to be, okay? Here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half and half because we're using the 9x9. So I'm going to be able to come down here and get, I'm going to have to do it in a couple pieces. So I'm going to get half of it here and then the other half and then come down to the bottom. So 315 for 30 seconds. But since we're layering another layer on top of it, I'm only going to do half the time. Now, I had somebody ask me the other day because I've been recently doing the whole full amount. So say if I'm layering, I do the whole 30 seconds and then the next layer, the whole 30 seconds. I'm going to scoot this over halfway through. It just really depends. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. I've been doing this now for, what, 2 or 3 years. And I haven't had any issues with the integrity of doing the whole full, you know, 30 seconds of whatever you may be doing. But it does help sometimes to go ahead and just do half to kind of help with the temp, especially since I'm putting so much on here. But like I said, I haven't seen it mess with the integrity at all by doing the full 30 seconds and then a whole nother 30 seconds, if that makes sense. All right, so there we go. Now, this is a warm pill, so you want to let it cool down just a little bit. If you're ever having issues of it starting to just kind of come back up with you, you're peeling it too hot. Make sure you're letting it cool down just a little bit and then peel it. All right. So we should be pretty good to go. So it should just peel right off. Just like that. All right. There you go. Looks good. Now, this is not 100% secure because we didn't go the full 30 seconds. But now we're ready to add on the next piece. So now I'm going to do is just center everything up. And if you're having issues centering, you can always take it apart and do it in several pieces. So that way you're not trying to line everything up at one time. All right, I think that looks good. Look how cute that looks, right? Super cute. All right. So here we go. So this time we're going to do the full 30 seconds and we're doing it in a couple different shots. So I'm going to do 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. All right, take that off. Once again, this is a warm peel, so you definitely want to let it cool down a bit before you try to peel it off. And then according to the Cricut recommendations, they do recommend you flip the shirt over and give it another 15 seconds. So I think this is cooled down enough. We should be able to just peel it right off. All right. Super cute. Look how cute that is. Is that not adorable? I'm trying to bring it so you guys can kind of see. Super cute. But you guys could do that with a camo. It's just really cute. You could do that with pretty much any of them, but I really love the leopard. It's super adorable. So I love the way that that came out. All right. Now, according to the Cricut recommendations, you may want to flip your shirt over. All you would do is this. You would flip it over, take out any wrinkles, and then you want to go back down for 15 seconds here. Let it go for about 15 seconds. Scoot it over, do another 15 seconds. I'm not using my timer. I'm just kind of going off eyeballing there a little bit. And then you want to do another 15 seconds. So you just definitely want to cover the entire back side of the shirt. All right, just like that. All right, and then you would flip it back over, and she's done. Super cute. Lasts you a long, long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.